Hello everyone, this is Mustafa Saik from the Different 7 channel, and on today's episode we have Kodu Olivia from Lives Africa, a lifestyle startup operating in the West African market. Lives Africa started as a community of content creators on social media. Over the past years, the group has grown tremendously and is now present in 5 African countries. Along with her co-founders, Olivia made Lives a business. The startup created content for Sheraton Hotels, Tastemakers Africa, and the BBC. The Lives Africa app is now on its way and will reinvent city exploration in Africa through the use of crowdsourcing and AI. Olivia will tell us about how Lives built its community and how it's generating value from it in this episode of the Different 7 channel. Hello everyone, this is Mustafa Saik from the Different 7 channel, and in today's interview we have someone that is very special, someone that I think makes me want to build this channel, someone that when she talked to me about her vision I really felt inspired, and I felt like as an entrepreneur I had many things to learn from her, and I'm excited to bring her to our platform. As the first interview, I welcome Olivia Kodu from Dakar Lives. Welcome to the Different 7 channel.
Thank you for inviting me.
For sure. So first of all, how are you feeling today?
Great. I'm a bit hungry because it's almost lunchtime, but I'm feeling great.
For sure. I think that right after this we might need to go grab some food because I'm dying as well. I think we drank too much coffee in the morning today.
I don't go.
For sure. So, Olivia, you built Dakar Lives, which is one of the most active communities in Western Africa right now in terms of photography, creating an experience on social media, right? And now Dakar Lives has transitioned into being a startup that creates value for its customer base, but also for corporates. But in today's interview, I really want to talk about how you built the community around building your product and how that gives you an edge as an entrepreneur. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is, how did you build your company? How did you build your community? How did Dakar Live became a cool thing, a thing that people identify with, and something that people want to be generally involved in the West African space?
So first, before I answer your question, I did not create Dakar Lives. We created Dakar Lives. This is very important for us to say that it's the community that built Dakar Lives, and we are just co-founders. We are 4 co-founders. But we don't want to take the credit for us because, as you said, Dakar Lives is based on a community. We started to grow that because as content creators, we were strong individuals that knew how to create content, and we were evolving in the creative industry in Senegal. And what we decided is just to meet and create content and go online to share with maybe some other people that we already knew from the creative industry. And from there, because we share the same values, because we had the same mindset, and we had the same envy to showcase our daily lives in Senegal, because we came back, we were here, we grew up here, we came back and we saw the shift in mentality and what the youth were doing out there, and we just wanted to share that. And that's how we actually, because of that motivation, because of that anger of showing what was our truth, we went online, and actually it was for the creative industry, and then people got interested by that. They were like, oh, this is new for us, this is nice. Actually it was like we rediscovering our own city, and even like the corner of a street, we seeing it with another eye. So that's how people started to share the hashtag and started to create content as well as amateurs. And then you had the spectators that were not content creators at all, that were not interested in photography and all that, but just because they were proud of their Senegal or Dakar and all that, they were just like, oh, wow, this is so nice. And when you see Senegalese from outside, from the diaspora, they're like, oh, look at, this is my country, we do this, we do that. And it's just like to share that pride. And
I think that you hit something that is extremely valuable for a lot of entrepreneurs in terms of building a community. In the sense that at the beginning, you did not just try to sell your message to anyone. You targeted people that shared values with you in terms of love for the country, love for Africa, and also love for photography. And then once you build that base, you really expand it. I think
it's really based on values, authenticity, and skills.
Absolutely.
So, okay, now we have a community. Now we need to understand the community and understand our strengths as well and weaknesses. And from our strength to exactly pinpoint what is our value proposal in a market.
And what was that value proposal?
That value proposal was that we are content creators first, and authentic content creators that understand the new ways of thinking, consuming, creating, and working within an African context, within a Senegalese context, but also have that knowledge from outside. So we were able to have our own idea of how we want to sell our skills, our creativity, and products.
And I see. And who did you sell that service, that creativity to?
Well, first it was really B2B because we were testing things. So it was more, the corporates actually were really interested by how we created intimacy with our community. So it wasn't even us going to the corporates. It was them coming to us and saying, oh, we really like what you do. We want you to do that for us as well, to create that intimacy with their own community. So we were like, okay, but we're going to stay authentic to our values and our vision of content, visual content. So it was a clear conversation about we are not going to let the corporate influence our vision, but we're going to influence their vision. So that was our added value.
And I think that you also, right then again, you mentioned something that's important when it comes to being authentic. When it comes to having a community, sometimes you have to make hard decisions. Sometimes, you know, you have to say no to certain things to keep your brand, keep the identity of your brand. Was that a struggle for you? How did you go about it?
Well, it's a struggle maybe sometimes, but most of the time, because when you start something, you have to know where it comes from. And it came from values that we all shared. So it was kind of easy. Sometimes we get contract with huge amounts of money. It's like easy money, and you're like, no, this corporate or this brand doesn't share the same values as us. So we cannot put a community, because we really value our community. We don't want to be just like selling them anything, and so we were like, okay, if you don't add to our values, we are not going to work with you.
Absolutely.
That's it. And we trying to keep that.
To the entrepreneurs that are going to be watching this and that really want to kickstart their company by building a community around it, what is one piece of advice that you can give to people in terms of saying, hey, you have a cool idea, here's how to make people come with you on this idea and really form a community with them around a vision?
Find your interest. Know if it's really, really your interest. Do your research and find other people that share the same vision as you. You like, food, making food, find other people. It's in your entourage. If you like food, you know people that like food. And just have that conversation and see if you guys are really sharing the same vision, and just go from it. Do it organically. Don't think about the money. Think about the impact. For sure. First. And this is how you can build a sustainable company. From an idea to a project to a company, it's really about values and vision. The team is really important.
I see.
The team spirit.
Absolutely. And with that, I would like to thank you again for being on the Different 7 channel.
Thank you.
We'll have many more interviews like that. I wish I could answer that in Japanese. Hello guys, this is Mustafa Sek from the Different 7 channel. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave us a like and hit that bell button. This channel is all about startups, startup investing, and the skills you need to be successful in that world. Stay tuned for more.